Hello, hello. Anybody there yet? I'm still trying to get things set up here. Looks like we've got a couple people in. I'm plugging my phone in so it doesn't go dead. There we go. All right. Let's see. Adrian's in here. Joel. Hello, guys. Hello. I'm going to try to put that screen in front of me. So at least it looks like I'm looking at you when I'm talking to you. See if I can do that. That might work a little bit better. Yeah, I think it'll work a little bit better. Let's see. Why can't I see my... Where is it? I got a mouse. There it is. Doesn't work very well. But anyhow, that worked. You had a good live today, Joel. Let's see. Pretty cool mushrooms you were making. Yeah, it was a little late getting in here because I had to move some stuff for my wife. I had to eat some dinner. So, anyhow, wasn't too late. You're Mario for Halloween and was told to make them, and I've been liking them. Oh, they look pretty cool, actually. They really did. I'm not sure how much this one weighs. I think it's about a pound. Feels like a pound. Yeah, that's a pound. So I ordered my kiln. Last I heard that they were packing it up to ship it Monday. So hopefully it gets here sometime at the end of the week, next week. That would be nice. That's what I'm hoping for. Because I really need to fire a bunch of stuff. Dang, that is not bad at all. I'm pretty close. Right there. I'm going to start out with a pound because I think that the pieces I want to make are butter bells. They call them butter bells. I want to make a couple of those. Somebody's been asking for them, so I haven't made them for a long time. I want to see if I can still make them. Dang it. I'm going to start out with a pound of clay, and I need to make a top and a bottom, obviously. So let's just start out with that, and then what I'll do is I'll adjust. If I need to make them a little bit smaller or something, I'll adjust my clay from there. Since I haven't made them for a while. All right. I ordered the kiln from Muirhead Pottery because it was free shipping. And it was not a bad deal, so I was able to get the kiln, the vent, the furniture at a decent price with no shipping costs, so it worked out really well. So what I'm going to do is make the bottom piece first, and I get an idea of how big I need to make the bell. I think I need to be a little bit bigger than that. Let's try that. I don't think these need to be that big when you make them. I don't think you plan on putting tons of butter in these things, but I take into account it's going to shrink a little bit. I have 60 subscribers already. I just noticed that I have 60 subscribers. Cool. Let's see. Was Ben gonna go live tonight? I haven't heard, and I didn't see the Discord to see if he scheduled one or not. I didn't schedule one in Discord. I totally forgot about it. I'm not used to using Discord yet. So I think what I want to do is make something for the lid to fit into. So that's going to have to create a gallery. Joel says, I haven't heard either. He was saying he had a very busy week. Oh, okay. His last stream, he seemed pretty tired. He's been working a lot, I guess. I don't think I want to touch it. I kind of like the grooves. The throwing marks on the outside, it kind of adds something to the piece, especially when the glaze gets on there and kind of runs down. It'll look pretty cool. Alright, so I created a gallery for me to make my lid to go into. And I have this tool here. So what I can do is measure the inside. So now I know that that's the dimension for the inside. And all I got to do is make it to fit this, and it will fit inside there. And my depth, I'm somewhere around in here with my depth. Yeah. All right. So that's going to be the bottom piece to the butter bell. And I'm going to leave it on here just so I don't get the edge all distorted taking it off. Anyhow, there you can kind of see how I made that inside there. So, all right. Now let's make the top that goes inside there, and then it has a handle on it as well. And the way I make those is I made them all one piece before. And it's a little more difficult to do it that way. I can make it so it's two pieces. In other words, I add the handle on later, which would be easier. But I'm going to try it to make it all one. All right. Can't see how many people. All right, that's good. All right, so that was a pound of clay. So this is going to be a little bit different the way I make this. All right. Just to warn you, I haven't made one of these in a while. This could crash and burn. So basically, what you're looking at is the handle is down here. This would be the top of the piece where you grab it and stick it in. So what I need to do is take this and form it so that I make the piece that goes inside. This should be interesting. So if you remember, I had to make this part of it fit the top part of that. So that's when I take my piece here. That's pretty stinking close. That's okay. If I need to make it a little bit smaller, I'm going to round it out. I'm going to bring it up like that. And that will give it a dome kind of look. I might even trim this edge off a little bit. I just might do that. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with that. Now I'm pretty sure everybody makes these butterbells a little different. Andrew, your phone died. Well, I'm glad to see you made it back. So yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody makes these a little different. It looks like I left a little more clay in the bottom than I really wanted to. I can simply cut that off later when I form the handle up here. So now what I want to try to do is actually open this up a little bit. Hello, O. How was my Halloween? Halloween was pretty good. I actually stayed at home. I don't have any young ones, so we didn't go out at all. So we have grandchildren, but okay. I ruined that one. Let me see here. I might make this a little bit different. Let's improvise. What am I making? Candle holder? No. No, it's not a candle holder. It is going to be what they call a butterbell. And I screwed the top of this up. You know what? Let me start over with another piece. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the handle on afterwards. Let me just cut this piece off. Set him aside. All right. So have you ever heard of a butterbell? If you haven't heard of a butterbell before, It's a container that you sit on your counter. You put your butter in, and the water inside the container seals off all the air, so air can't get to the butter. And you can let it sit on your counter, or it's not going to go bad on you. As soon as I make the top, I can kind of show you what that looks like, because I don't have a picture of it. I've made them before, but as I was saying in the very beginning of this, it's been a long time since I made it. This is probably too much clay, but we're going to use it anyhow. Hey, Leah. That's all right. I was late too. I was probably 10 minutes late, I think. But anyhow. If you just arrived, Leah, I'm going to make butterbell. I just made the bottom half of it, which was this piece here. And then I have a gallery here that this piece I'm making is going to go into that. But that piece that I just threw is the one you put a little bit of water in it. And then what you do is you'll take this piece, put your butter in it, and put it on top. And so the water seals the butter. And leave it on your counter. Yeah, don't ever feel bad. You get here when you get here. I'm just glad you're here. I'm glad I could be on tonight. So I tried making a handle down here first. That's not going to work. I'm still trying different ways to do this. I'm trying to make this all in one piece, and I know I've done it before. It's just been a little while. How's the lady? Lady's doing good. She's watching her little TV show. I'm in my basement all by myself with you guys. Take a little bit off of that yet. What am I missing in the chat? Joel. Max, go to bed, sir. Doctor's orders. You don't trust the Canadian doctors. It's hard for me to trust any doctors nowadays. Joel says, I'm from the moon, Max. Moon doctors. Moon doctors. So this is the bell part of it. This is where you would end up putting in your butter. And then this part down here is the lid portion of it that goes on top of that in the gallery. I have it just a little bit too big yet. There's my sponge. I'll come back and trim that up later when it gets a little bit drier. Get the water out of it. All right. So this is the top portion. And of course you have the inside. And then you basically take this goes upside down. I already cut it, so I'm not going to flip it upside down. Could actually come off. Here, let's do this. So anyhow, it would flip down and go inside just like that. And I'll have to probably trim that up just a little bit. Yeah, I will. But anyhow, and that's what you would call a butter bell. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring that in a little bit right now. Just a little bit. That should be good. Straighten this back out. That should be good. Do you sell your stuff, Muirhead, or is it more of a hobby? Nope. I am going to be selling it. What I used to do all the time was go to craft shows. That's pretty much where I always had sold all my pieces, is at craft shows. So I did nothing online. Since online's kind of taken off, what I'm going to do is open up a store online and start selling my stuff online. So I do have a bunch of pieces that I can start putting online, and because I'm running out of room down here. But anyhow, I need to do that. I just need to figure out where to do it, what's the cheapest way to do it, who's going to take less money from me, to set up a store somewhere and go at it. And hopefully I can sell enough and, get rid of my day job. That's what we all want, right? Someday. But a hobby, not so much a hobby. That's a good question. Max, why is your name O? So what we want to do is we want to do some, I should make some big mixing bowls. The platters always sell. Those big platters I make. I'm going to make some big platters. I can always find somebody to buy those. So I'm going to make a bunch of those. And they're pretty fun to watch make too. Adrian, I think Leah died. I'm not seeing her anymore. Max says, haha. Oh, didn't even remember. I think it was named something long. Nobody could say it. Oh, okay. I got you. So nobody could pronounce it or say it correctly, and you decide to make it short. And just say, oh. Let's see, where'd I put that? All right, put it up here. Hi, Bob. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you in here. Just chang it to the max. All right. I think those things were like 3 pounds almost. Well, let's add a little bit more to it. That's pretty daggone close. Yeah. All right. I'm glad. I'm glad you're doing good. You like the O. Hey, Max, it's got a ring to it, huh? You're right, Joel. The O is more original. The glue is working on your bricks, Bob. All right. I still got a little too much in there. All right, that's close enough. I don't need to be perfect. So this is going to be a big pan that you can put in your oven. They're roughly 3 pounds. I'm going to make 2 of them, I believe. Because I have one big one up there and a medium-sized one. So I'll make 2 of them, 2 of those tonight. Dang, so close. Adrian says, look, you can do that. Max, it's mine. Like mine. All right, Max, you go get some sleep. Get a good night's sleep. We'll catch you on the flip side. Hey, Leah's back. No, I'm not a production potter. No, I'm not. Where have I sold my work? Lisa asks. Just mainly at shows around my area. You know, they have their shows all over the place around here. You know, I live around close to Gettysburg, so, you know, we have an influx of visitors all the time around this area. And so when we have these big shows, you know, in these towns, why, there's tons of people to come. And that's where I would sell my product. But I'm branching out. So No, I'll probably never be a production potter. I don't really want to strive to be a production potter. But there are a lot of nice shops around that I want to sell my work in. So I'll probably go talk to them and start, pushing my way into doors that way and see if I can sell in their stores and stuff. I think it'd be cool. Because I still haven't done this full time. It's kind of like a full-time job because I work a full-time job and then come home and do this all night. So I guess you could say it's kind of two jobs. Never had a problem selling my work, that's for sure. Everybody seemed to like my work, so never had a problem. I've been to shows where I never wanted to go back again because people in those shows did not have any appreciation for potters or anything like handmade that people are trying to make money at. They just didn't want to pay the price. I had one person tell me, well, I could buy a mug, at Walmart. It's like, go buy it at Walmart because you're not getting this mug at that price. It's just no way. That mug's not handmade. This one is, Okay, let's see. Okay, Leah. Where do I live? So I live in a small town called Abbottstown in Pennsylvania. And currently the time here is 8:45. Leah asks, I'm thinking of an online store too. Chad highly recommends Etsy because of the advertising. He used Mercy in the past, and Facebook's pretty much it. Okay. Well, I haven't checked out Facebook yet. I don't know how much they take, but it's, I should check it out and see what they have to offer. I mean, last time I did sell a piece at Etsy one time just to kind of test the waters, and Etsy took off quite a bit of money on that. And I was like, man, I feel like I put all that work into the piece and now they're taking a lot of my profit. But I guess maybe if you have a lot of pieces, maybe it kind of levels itself out when it comes to that. So Bob says you always wanted to go to Gettysburg. Very cool town, for sure. Very cool place. They've done a lot of work to preserve the way it would look back in the day. When you go to the battlefield and stuff, they did a lot of work to make it look as authentic as what it would have back then. And it's really cool, living so close to it, I've lived around this area my whole life. So, Gettysburg's 45 minutes away from me. That's, but it's a very cool place to visit. If you get a chance, you should go. Let's see. Leah says, your work is so wonderful. Thank you. I would have guessed production potter. Maybe I just assumed that. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not super fast at it. I guess I could be. I just haven't practiced it like that. I enjoy making the piece. I enjoy just every part about that. So I feel like if I'm going as fast as I can to get as many as I can out, I'm not enjoying it as much. That's kind of where my head is on it. Let's see. Yeah, people don't appreciate art. They don't. I mean, there's so many people out there that really don't, but I'm glad that, there are people out there that do, and I love those people so much. I mean, they'll come and my at whatever show I'm at, and you start to get a following, which is pretty cool. And then they tell their friends and stuff, and then they come check you out. But every year, if you go to the same place over and over and over again, you get a following, and they just expect you to be at that show. So when I had stopped going to shows for a while, I started getting messages from those people, like, you know, hey, what happened to you? You know, so it's like almost like I fell off the edge of the earth for a little while, and I kind of did in a way. Let's see, Adrian. Damn, it's 15 minutes till. Well, where are you? Till 7 over here. Where are you, Adrian? I can't remember where you were from. Leah. Yeah, it's kind of rough sometimes. Yes, it is. He says, I have a good friend that has a discount shop, like extras, pounds from Amazon. Okay, I got you. That type of stuff. You should do that. Definitely do that, Leah. I haven't seen any of your stuff yet, and you said you were probably going to start doing some lives or the videos. That'd be cool to watch. I really think it would be. If you have a knack for making jewelry like that, then you should pursue it. Definitely pursue it. If you enjoy it, pursue it. There's no better job than the one you love, you know? The one you have a passion for. Bob writes, Mr. Ben's sauce is like 13 seconds. Yeah, well, he I was watching that live when he was doing that. I mean, he is fast. He's but you know, he does that all day long, and you know, I don't think he's dealing with a lot of clay, but you know, there's thin saucers, but he is fast. I mean, he's your production potter, you know. Very good at what he does. I mean, no doubt about it. Would that make this one? Yeah. All right. Wow. Utah. Okay. I've seen some pictures. I've never been there. I've seen some pictures, and it'd be fun to visit Utah. I really think it would be. Yeah, Bob, it is second nature to him. Like he said, you know, he's been doing it since he was just a little kid, so his muscles are trained in all those different pots, and now it's just, you know, instinct. He doesn't even think about where his arms are, his hands are, or anything. He's there. He does it. Which is exactly what you're saying, second nature. All right, let's make a big pie plate. This is about 3 pounds of clay, roughly. Did Joel go to bed? He was in here. Well, I have 31 people watching? Seriously? Guys, if you're watching, please subscribe to me. That's all it is, just subscribe. And hit the bell if you like what you see. Hit the bell and you'll get notified next time I'm live. Oh, great to see you, Joel. I'm glad you're still here. And I'm going to start, I guess, probably make a time when I'm going to start doing this on a regular basis. Like I said earlier, this isn't my first job, so, you know, I go to a regular job and then I come home and do this. Thank you, Leah. Get on the wheel, Joel. You there? Save it for tomorrow. Just hang out, Joel. If you fall asleep, I understand. And Bob, you're asking, what do I do for a job? Well, I'm a machine designer. So, I'm a mechanical, just like a mechanical engineer. That's what I do on the on a regular basis. In the morning, I go and do that. Which it's a fun job. It's just stressful at times. Yeah, I'm spinning it a little bit faster than others right now because I'm just trying to work this clay out to the edge. I'll slow it down once I start working up. It just helps going fast like this to move the clay out. So Bob, you like making tools and jigs and stuff? So are you in the machinist field? Oh, you used to, okay. So that was your trade, basically, is what you did every day for a living, I guess. Yeah, I got started making pottery, well, just my hands in the clay back in high school. I really liked it then, but the teacher at the time, you know, she just didn't seem like she was really into it and didn't really encourage us to do it as a job, which kind of stinks, you know. You have a lot of metal fabrication schools raised just for me. Okay. Well, I used to do some metal fabrication myself, so I can relate to you there. That was always challenging and fun. Sheet metal mechanics, they're hard to find nowadays. Master Gaming, good to see you in here. Typing didn't finish, Leah. Mainly a motorcycle tech and locksmith with a lot of automotive. Okay. You're a pretty talented person yourself. Sharon, hi, I just found your channel. What is your favorite piece to make? Well, Sharon, my favorite piece to make is probably big dishes like this. Well, you know, is that my favorite? I don't know. I don't know if it's my favorite. I like sculpting work. Since there's so many people in here, would you guys like to see a piece I did? Hang on a second. Let me clean my hands a little bit. I'll get it. I'm going to lose my place in the chat. If I miss you in the chat, please type it again so I can try to get it. Leah says I was on a day. I don't know about that. You'll see. Enjoy, yeah. Okay, Adrian, when you live in Utah, it's overrated, but then when you leave, I can't wait to come back. Yeah, I'd like to see it. I just haven't been there. I'd love to see it. All right, guys. So here's a piece that I've made. So Sharon, when you asked what I like to do, I like to make stuff like this. You know, pretty cool. The drinking vessel. Actually, a dolphin is hollow. So that's what I like to make. You know, this stuff here sells easy. This stuff here, it takes a lot more work, so there's a little more cost in it for me. So yeah, that's what I like to make. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, Bob's the builder and the fixer of all things. This history. I bet it is impressive, Leah. I bet it really is. Hello, Ryder. Good to see you in here. No, thank you, Leah. Yeah, you haven't seen this one. Yeah, I got to make a couple more of these. And what I might do is do a live making these. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Well, it's just a dolphin. And he is hollow inside. You put some wine in that. That's what it's for, Joel. Thank you, Adrian. I appreciate your comment. Master Gaming says it might be able to sign up for the military. Well, they probably pay pretty good. And with Trump going in, you might have a better chance of not being in a war. Sharon says, how lovely. Here's the heart. Thank you for sharing. Well, thank you, Sharon. I hope that you subscribe to my channel. And please come back for more, because I'll do this more often. So I appreciate that you're here. Let's see. You want me to do a live making these? I could definitely do that. I don't know what's going on tomorrow. I could probably come on like tomorrow night or something. That'd be pretty cool. I can start making these tomorrow night. If everybody's interested, maybe I'll do that. Because I don't think I have anything going on tomorrow night. During the day I do. Thank you, Leah. I appreciate that. I really, really do. I'm usually harder on myself because I don't, you know how it is. At least that's the way I am. I'm a bit humble, but yeah, I like doing this kind of stuff. But this stuff pays the bills, really. But I've made a lot of things. I mean, there's a big pie plate that I made. So, one of these. Have you guys seen the studio yet? Hate to drop you in midstream here. Let me do this. Let me show you where I'm at here. So you guys are looking this way, of course. And I'm looking this way. So here, I have my computer screen right here. You guys are sitting right there on that thing. So I can watch your chat right here. So that's what I'm looking at. Now when I look this way, here's my stand that I have a bunch of stuff sitting on right now. And some of the pieces I just did. Over here, I keep some clay, some of my tools. Okay. There's my computer. It's going to the screen right now. And I have this nice big table to work off of. I have some glazes down underneath, down in here. And right here's one of my other wheels. It's a smaller wheel that I have, but it's a very good wheel. Here's some of the pieces I've done recently. So, some different colors I'm working with. There's a heart somebody likes. That's one I did before, but the new one's in the kiln that didn't fire correctly. And I have some lights here that I can turn on, which maybe I should use some lights because it might be a little... Here's a bunch of other pieces. This is mainly blue pieces, but, you know, blue and white and that kind of thing. But that's some of the work I've done. Some of it's, you know, testing glazes and that kind of thing. I keep some tools right in here. And then this door here is my kiln room. So this is how I keep track of my cones, where I'm at temperature wise. And I have these charts that I fill out with the hours and then the temp. And I record that as I'm firing. I hope this is interesting to you guys. And here's my kiln room. So here's my pyrometer that I can check temperature. And here's my beast old kiln that did not come up the temp for me, which really upset me. So my pieces are not fired completely. You can see how dull they are and stuff. It's because it didn't get up the temp. So that's why I ended up buying another kiln. And I'm going to use this one for bisque. There's some pieces that just didn't make it. They're probably there forever. Let's see. So if I walk this away, back here is just some junk and stuff, extra stuff just hanging around. This is the basement. Here's some pieces that I have to glaze yet. Quite a few pieces just to glaze. So here's my test tiles. I made a bunch of these so I can make some tests up. But yeah, there's just some of my pieces, lidded jars, you know. Oh, little pieces like this. So there's some of my work there. I come over here, there's some more glazes right there. And this here was an old freezer, but I took the guts out of it, the motor and all that. It was still insulated. And this is where I keep my clay. And it keeps it nice and moist in a dark, nice place. And it doesn't dry out as fast. So over here is where I reclaim a lot of my clay. There's some clay down in there. And work over to my sink. Nice stainless steel sink that I got pretty cheap. And we're back at where I'm working over here. So hopefully, now I didn't read the chat as I was doing this, so I probably missed some of your questions. So let me put you back on here again. And let me, if it looks like your question went away, just ask me again if you would, because that way I can get you an answer. Oops, I have it on here wrong. I do. You're looking at my screen. That would be interesting. How's that? All right. Good view. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little tour. All right. How much did I miss? Okay. So Leah, you must have been talking about the heart piece. Master Gaming says I had my phone on, do not disturb, so that's probably why. I don't know what that was about. Okay, yeah. These is super interesting, so organized. Yeah, it is organized right now. I do like to be organized. I do like to be. I like my stuff in certain places. It helps me to get through the day. Okay, Sharon, how many pieces can you do at one time? Well, if I was able to do this all day long, I could probably do hundreds or so pieces. 100, 200 probably. I don't know. I haven't really been able to do it all day long like I'd like to, but probably 100 or so pieces, I'm sure. Let's see. G, okay. Sharon says, thank you for the tour. You're welcome, Sharon. I appreciate you sticking around. Bob says, I kept chemicals in a gutted fridge. Oh, okay. Yeah, it works really well to hold my clay. I mean, I thought, why throw it out when I can, repurpose it, right? Sitting on the couch, eating 24-piece candy. Oh my gosh, Master Gaming. Oh man, all that sugar. Let's see, he moves faster on others. Higher RPM. It might be a higher RPM, Bob. I don't know. I was, like I said, I don't really go that fast all the time. Just if I have a lot of clay to move out to the edge, I will go fast. And if the clay is a little bit stiffer, I can move faster because it helps with it moving for me. But typically, I don't like to go real fast. Let's see, Master Gaming. The weather here was really cold. We're supposed to get some nasty weather coming up, I think, around Pennsylvania. Andrew says, yeah, it was cold over here. Sharon says, how much clay does it take to make a plate? 100 pieces a day? Holy cow. That must be relaxing. This is relaxing for me, Sharon. It really is. So when I say it would be 100 pieces a day, it's not like it's a day that is going to wear me out, like mentally. Maybe physically I might be tired, but it's not a tired like, oh God, I got to do that again. It's a tired like, man, I got all that done. I feel great. Simply because it's something I like to do, right? I mean, so like I said, it's always, if you can do something you love, you will never work a day in your life, really, if you've heard that expression before. So I didn't answer your other question, was how much clay does it take to make a plate? Roughly about a pound and a half to 2 pounds, maybe. Depends how tall the edge is on your plate, what's the size of the plate. So I would say roughly a pound and a half, 2 pounds for a plate. Okay, Bob says, the electric bills must be outrageous. Bob, you're right. They absolutely are. It takes a lot of power to run that kiln. It's only like 50, it's just below 50 amps. But if you're running the kiln up to like well over 2,000 degrees. I mean, almost 2,300 degrees, right? So that's a lot of energy. When I build a new studio in my backyard, when I say when, because I will do it, when I do build a studio, I'm going to put solar panels on the roof to hopefully offset some of that cost. Adrian, that's nothing. I ate so much I got super high last night. Oh my gosh. Okay, Adrian. Bob says, I see stuff like the RPM and building of tools by nature. Yeah. Yep. For sure, Bob. Sharon, what a blessing to do something you enjoy. It is a blessing to do something you enjoy. And I hope everybody can do something they enjoy doing. 50 amp, yes. Now, I didn't finish this piece. I got excited about showing you guys the studio. The basement studio. Sometimes it's tough working down here because, well, a lot of times it's tough working down here because I don't get the natural sunlight down here. And that kind of sucks, I like to look outside and see the birds and the trees and watch the grass grow as I'm throwing, right? I mean, if I could have a studio where I had a nice big window and look out into the woods and stuff, or over across mountains and stuff, like a view, oh, dude, I'd love that view. What is that, Master Gaming? I'm not following you. I might be missing something. Should have set 50 amp for hours on end. Yeah, you're right. Hours on end. That's exactly what it is. You figure my regular glaze firing takes roughly 8 hours. So that kiln is putting out power for 8 hours. Now the bisque will sometimes run longer than that because I run it slow. Because I'm just making sure the pieces are dried out enough and that kind of thing. So I run it a little bit slower. Alright, so I think that piece is done. Now big plates like this or big pie plates and stuff, I don't run the wire underneath it. They'll simply dry on the bat. That keeps the bottom nice and flat and smooth. And I don't have to worry about trimming, or cleaning up the bottom after this. I must have bumped it. All right, that's good. Joel says I gotta make some bats for saucer, to make some saucers. Yeah, because saucers are so hard to take off of a regular wheel head. I mean, I'm not sure how you could really do it. I suppose you could if the clay is stiff enough. You probably could. Sounds like Master Gaming is hungry. Unless he's eating. He could be eating right now. All right. Well, that's what I said, Master Gaming. Okay, so you're eating, right? You're eating spicy ramen noodles, right? Oh, Bob, that'd be a great idea. That would be a great idea. Because then you could take your, I don't know if you change your own motor oil in your cars or whatever, but then you could use that oil in that potbelly stove. That'd be awesome. Oh yeah, forge would be cool. The forge wouldn't take much to make either. Jalapenos. Oh man. You can have those babies, because I tell you what, I don't know if my stomach could handle those. Oh, Bob, I bet that's really comfy in the wintertime. Really comfy. And you know what? It didn't cost them anything to run that thing, People practically give you their used motor oil. Oop. Better make sure it's down tight. Adrian, you like that spicy stuff too, huh? Linda, first time watching you. Totally fascinating. quilting is your thing. That is very cool. Thank you, Linda, for joining me tonight. And I hope you subscribe, because then, you know, and if you hit the bell, you'll get notifications whenever I go live. But I appreciate you being here. If you do quilting, I bet you people would like to see that on YouTube. Sharon, you're a quilter as well. Also. My grandmother was a quilter. Very good at it. I probably still have some things that she made. Ben Wolf is in the house. Anybody, if you know, if you like pottery like this, somebody watching somebody make it, Ben Wolf Pottery has a YouTube page. You can go watch him. Very good potter. Been doing it all his life. Fresh Cup of Joel's in here too. You'll see him in here. He is just starting to make some pottery. He's learning how. So he's going about it day by day, showing his progress. So you should check him out too. So Sharon, you're a newbie at it. That's all right. I tell you what, it's a lot of work doing that. A lot of work. Knitting. Yes, Ben, you finally made one. I appreciate you being here, Ben. I've actually had quite a few people in this live tonight. Probably the most I've ever had. Leah says, I don't quilt, but I knit too. So, wow, you have several hobbies then, huh? Very cool, Leah. You must be a very talented person. Yes, Bob, it is. It is thousands of years old. It's usually one of the only things they find left, you know? It's pottery. Which is fascinating. They didn't have expensive kilns back then and stuff, you know, to fire their pottery. Can't wait to get my new kiln though. I'm kind of excited about it. Pottery's older than the wheel. Yep. They used to pinch pot it. It's fun because we're making stuff that will probably never ever go away. Might be a broken piece of pottery, or fragments of it, but it ain't gonna go away. Yes, Ben. I ordered the KMT 1027, and they were packing it up today, and I was told that it should leave Monday. And I got it from Sheffield. They had one in stock, ready to go. And the funny thing is it's not just the kiln. They included the furniture with it. They actually included a vent with it, the fan and stuff, which I was like, dude. And for the price, the price was awesome, I thought. It's actually cheaper than the ceramic store I was going to buy one at, so. It all starts with dirt. You're right, Bob. So yeah, I can't wait to get my new kiln. I've got stuff in my old kiln right now that didn't fire all the way. I left it sitting in there. I was so daggone frustrated with it. Oh, did he, Bob? That's great. How much was the kiln and everything? Just under 6,000. But that wasn't just the kiln, though. I did order clay, a few 100 pounds of clay, and some cones. But yeah, so. And I got free shipping. It's John and Diane. So they're the ones that own it, I guess. Okay. John's grandfather's business. Okay. I like that, Leah. That's good. Yes, tap the like. If you tap the screen twice, it automatically gives you a like, or it gives me a like, I should say. But it shows you like what you see, and it helps get the video out for other people to see. Where did I put that tool at? There it is. More emojis. Master Gaming says that he's Norwegian. What a mess. What a mess. There we go. Clean this up so that way I have less to do when it's dry, or drier. Yes, I'm making a pie plate. Like an apple pie or peach pie or whatever pie you like. I won't make the pie though. I just make the plates. I made a larger one a little bit earlier. And I made a super large one just probably the last time I was live. The thing was freaking huge, man. I didn't fire it yet. Linda says, how did you get started throwing clay? I got started throwing clay in high school. It was a long time ago. But that is when my hands first hit the clay in order to make something, you know. that's when I realized this is really cool, you know. Um, I really felt as though I was in love. It sounds, I don't know. It sounds weird, but I did like it. I really did. And at the time, you know, we were always told, oh, you got to get a good job, you know, something's going to pay good. You're not going to make money at this, you know, and that kind of thing. So I was not encouraged to follow something I love to do. So I didn't really start back into it again until I met a friend that was in the same class as myself that was making pottery. And he says, Terry, he says, you got to come up here and try it, get your hands in it again. And once I did that, that was it, man. I was like, I got to do it. I got to get back into it. I got to do it. It's just, you know, putting my hands in clay, it snapped. It's just that's it. And I wish I would have never been steered away from doing it. But anyhow, I'm back into it again. And I've been doing it since 2004. And it's been part-time in my basement, but, you know, I still have a regular job. Yeah, but it still kind of feels like two full-time jobs. Okay. Ben says, yep, same here, yep. Strawberry rhubarb pie. Did you guys see the big one I did? I don't know who was here in the last stream I had where I did my real big pie plate. Yes, Ben is the wolf that does pottery. He and his dad been making pottery their whole lives. Let me show you this big pie plate. This was sitting up there drying. But anyhow, there's the big pie plate I did, the last live. So pretty good size pie plate. Deep dish. This is usually for, like, you know, you're making chicken pies and that kind of thing, beef pies. That's what these are good for. So my wife loves these. I've made several of them already, but she loves these things. So it's pretty huge, man. I don't know what size it is. I don't know. Where's my tape measure? I'm always losing this thing. I don't see it nearby. But anyhow, it's at least 14 inches. Wheelhead's 14 inches, so that's 14 inches right there. So thanks, Ben. Like riding a bike. I haven't rode one in 20 years. Yeah, I haven't rode one for a long time either, come to think of it. That's right, Linda. Same thing as quilting and basket weaving. You do something you love. You've never worked a day in your life for sure. You like this one, Leah? She'll make one of these in a big heart shape for you, Leah. Bob, I keep catching other pottery streams, but missing Mr. Ben's. It's too bad. I really like the guitar. Oh, yeah, I know. He's really good at guitar, guys. If you haven't seen Ben Wolf Pottery and watch him make his stuff, and at the end of his streams, he usually pulls out his electric guitar. You got to see that. He's really good at both. He's good at making pottery and good at his electric guitar, I'm telling you. You got to see it if you haven't. Let's see, where am I at? Thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. So good, Minias. Yeah, I don't know when Ben's streaming again. I don't know if he put it in the Discord or not. All right. Anybody that's new in here, please hit the like button. And I hope you subscribe. If you enjoy watching what I'm putting down here, hit the notification bell so you're notified next time. Also, there are a couple other potters in this stream right now in the chat. One is Ben Wolf of Ben Wolf Pottery. Check him out. He's got his own YouTube channel. He is a production potter, and that's what he does. He does every day, all day long. He's been doing it since he was a young kid. The other potter that's on here, well, he's starting out, and that's Cup of Joe. He's been logging every day that he's been on the wheel, learning how to throw and make pots. So you should check him out too. I know they both love to see you there as well. You like the scalloped edges, Bob? Yeah. You know, when I put those edges on, you know, they look nice, but then, you know, when you're trying to cut the pie and get it out of the pan, those scallop edges need to be away from the straight edge going down. So your scallops need to be hanging out towards the outside. Because if it's not, and you're trying to cut pie and trying to dig it out, you're pushing to get some scallop edges all the time when you're trying to pull a piece of pie out. So those are the kind of things I think about when I make a piece like that. I wish you could send me a super chat too. I haven't reached that tier yet in YouTube. One day I will. I think if I start throwing on a schedule on YouTube, I think I'll get a lot more followers. I'll start potty singing. Master Gaming, you are funny. Thank you, Joel, for putting that in the chat. Everybody, there's Ben Wolf's link to his YouTube. And Ben put a fresh cup of Joel's in there. Very good. You're welcome, Joel. You guys, you know, shout me out all the time, so, you know, we all got to help each other, right? All right. I think I centered this piece long enough. I get busy reading the chat, and I'm just sitting here just messing with the clay. I've seen what he's done with his super chats. Like I said, someday I'll be there. Master Gaming, I'm thinking you want a wrench, don't you? Ugg Chug puts out a lot of shorts, Bob. He certainly does. I haven't done any shorts. I probably have content for it, but I just haven't done it. Ugg shorts for Bob. Yeah, you're right. I think people have the attention span of a gnat nowadays. At least some people do, right? I mean, that's why TikTok is so popular, and looks like YouTube Shorts are getting more and more popular. So it's just that short attention span. Yeah, Bob, I should do it when I get time. That's the problem. Get the blue wrench. That's cool, Leah. What did I just say, Ben? What about the shorts or that Master Gaming wants a wrench? Channel here. There are two hidden objects. Hello, Ryder. This is a small mixing bowl. Mixing bowl because the edges are a little bit heavier. Where is my tool at? Okay, Ben. I caught on now. Adrian, you made a mod in Uggs? Oh. Well, maybe I might have to make you a mod in mine. People that are here a lot, it's nice to see the blue because I can pick them out real easy. Leah says, you gotta find the hidden text within the landing page of Murray's channel. Follow the hidden map to the city near you. Find both hidden objects and upload pictures to await Murray's approval. Oh my gosh, you cracked me up. Oh, I said hello, Ryder. I did see you. He says, then we pray. Yep. Adrian. That's funny, Bob. Ryder wants a mod. Adrian wants a mod. Ryder wants a mod. Leah. Wink, wink. Master Gaming, he'd rather be a couch potato. Don't apologize, Ryder. You're fine. We're all having fun. Just what Leah said. Exposed your emojis, yeah. Oh man. You know, it's definitely more fun talking to you guys while I'm doing this. I'm sure Ben feels the same way. Probably Joel does too. I probably don't get as much done, but I'm having fun, right? Talking to you guys. Okay, Adrian, Ryder. You are a blast. All right, there's a pretty good mixing bowl, I think. It's a small mixing bowl, you know. But I always make it with a heavier edge because you're always, you know, banging utensils on the edge and stuff. And I don't want it to chip. Again, every time I make a piece, I think about the use. I like making pieces that people can use in their kitchen and stuff because it kind of makes me feel good knowing that my pieces are out there getting used. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, they even did mix it up some here. You're making it fun for sure. And I still have 20 people watching. Ain't that great? You guys are bringing the people in. Master Gaming, I have to earn it from you first. Would not recommend. Oh, dude, you're funny. It's good to have you in the chats. There you go, Leah. I think I got a little bit of air in this piece. Thank you, Ryder. Adrian, I mean, Muirhead, if you're going to make me a mod in your channel, I'm not saying no, just want you to know that I'm willing to earn it from you. Adrian, it's fine. Really. I appreciate it. And who knows, maybe you come back next time, you might be a wrench. Ben Wolf says it's, to be honest, it's a whole different way of throwing. Once in a while, I have to watch a podcast while making, but reading the chat, it's not going to be a whole different. It really is. I'm telling you, man. It is a whole different animal. I'm not used to reading all this stuff, you know. I'm used to sitting here listening to podcasts or listening to music, and my head's over there, you know. I'm not used to sitting here reading a chat and then trying to do this too. Yeah, it is a whole different animal. I mean, I had a YouTube channel for a long time, just never really used it, so. Sharon says, how do you prepare the clay? Well, Sharon, I didn't do a good job of it today. Today I just cut it right off the bag. What I like to do, Sharon, to prepare the clay properly is when I get it out of a bag, we get the clay in bags. When I get the clay out of a bag, I have a wedging table that I'll weigh out my pieces that I'm going to be making, and then I'll wedge them before I start throwing. That helps to get the air out. It helps to get the clay particles kind of going in the same direction, so to speak. Because the clay particles are, I think they're flat. But anyhow, it makes it a lot easier if you do wedge your clay. You should always wedge your clay. I was an irresponsible potter tonight, and I didn't wedge my clay. Master Gaming, I am one goofy dictator. Yes, you are. I personally will likely have some guidelines for mods when I actually start doing stuff. Yes, Leah, I'm sure. I'm sure you will. Master Gaming, how about you try to make pottery while reading a live chat? I'm telling you, it's a different world. It really is. I mean, I'm used to making pieces by the feel, you know? So having to not see it is okay. I can do that. But when your mind is, you're trying to understand something that you're reading, it kind of throws you off a little bit, you know? You're welcome, Sharon. No problem. I feel like you gotta be life experienced enough to decide what's free speech, enough not to be rude or to hide. You're right, Leah. Master Gaming, sometimes it feels like Leah is the only mature person in the chat. I believe she is a mature person. Nothing wrong with that. I consider myself mature sometimes. Let's see, Adrian would love to be a wrench. Okay, Adrian. Wink, wink, right? I got you. All right. Yes, Mr. Ben carry 6 conversations at once. I have a hard time talking to my dogs. Bob. Have you ever seen Upchugs? That guy does the same thing. He carries a conversation. So here I am, I'm talking with my hands, so now I'm not throwing. But Upchug does the same thing. It's the same conversation through a whole bunch of different chats, and it's like, dude, how are you doing that? I can't do that. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. That's true. Master Gaming says, I'm definitely not mature for sake. Yeah. Well, you know, you don't have to be. Sometimes life is just fun not being mature sometimes, right? As long as you don't hurt anybody or cause any problems. Nothing wrong with that, right? These little bowls are easy to make, which is probably why I'm doing it right now, because I can sit here and chat with you and make a little bowl like this, and I won't think twice about it. They're a little bit wavier than what I'm used to, but that's all right. They still will work very well. Hey, Mandy made it to the chat. All right. Good to see you. Okay, Adrian. Jules. You think you need a team meeting for this one, huh? You're not too late, Vandy. You're not too late. I might have to cut some more clay balls up and weigh them out here soon. I had quite a few people in here. It's their first time here, so that's great. I'm glad you could join us, Mandy. Yeah, Joel's still here. He's still awake. He said he was tired earlier, but he was just lurking in the background. Yeah, you're right, Bob. Ben does the same thing, man. He keeps them conversations in order and stuff, and like, my ADD would drive me nuts if I try to do that. It's probably the reason why I can't do that. Leah says, I'm going to contact you later. Okay. If you're talking to me, Leah, you can contact me anytime. My email should be somewhere that you can see it. Are you talking to Joel? Okay, that's fine. It's like talking to somebody at a party, then moving into the next. Well, dude, talk. You're right, Ben. I tell you what, man, it's hard. It really is difficult. And then the chat's moving up, right? It's just, man, it keeps it interesting. My problem is, Ben, I talk with my hands, and then I'm not throwing. And as far as keeping track of the conversation, I'm not sure I'll be able to do that. Maybe I'll learn. Jam band concerts when I was young helped me to repair. I bet, Ben. I bet too. Manny says I've been meaning to come in. Just around this time of night is when I watched the show of the night. Just finished house. All right. Well, Mandy, I'm glad you were able to make it. And you're not too late. Thank you, Random. I appreciate it. Master Gaming, my love of pottery is growing. It is a lot of work. I mean, this is just a small part, but it's a lot of work to this stuff. How many of you were in here earlier when I showed my studio, my basement studio? There's still enough of you in here that you already seen it, or do you want me to show it again? And if you want me to show it again, put a 1 in the chat or something, and I'll show you again. I'm willing to do that if you like it. Some of you might come in a little bit late, like Mandy or whatever. I don't think Mandy's ever been here, so she probably hasn't seen it. Leah says, show the people the studio. Linda says, I missed the studio tour. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Let's do that. Let me show you real quick. Is Ben still here? Yeah, Ben's still here. All right. Because I don't think Ben saw it either. I know he saw pictures of my kiln, I think. The beast. All right. Let me pull you off the stand. All right. So I'll give you a tour. So here we are. You're looking that way. This is what I see. Well, I'm looking back at you guys. So I have my chat over here that I can keep, watch you guys talk. Of course, there I'm watching where I'm at and what I'm showing to you guys in my wheel. And off to this side is my rack. I keep all my pieces on, some stuff that I made tonight. And then there's some bigger stuff up top and then up there. And some bigger stuff up there. A little dolphin thing. I gotta make a couple of those. Joel says he wants to see a live stream of that being made. I'm gonna make a couple of those. Okay. And if I look to my right side, this is where I keep some of my clay. A lot of my tools are down here. All right. And as I come across this way, here's my big table in the middle. This is a basement. As you can see, it's, I keep a lot of my glazes down underneath the table, down here. This is my very old computer that's running everything. But anyhow, there's another wheel I have. It's a lighter version. It's okay, When you're doing big pieces, I wouldn't recommend it. But so here's some of the work that I have done in the past, near past, yeah, not so long ago. That's some of the pieces I did. Here's one of my lights I have hanging around. Here's some of my older work that I was testing and stuff. Some of it's okay, some of it I really don't like. So that's kind of my odds and ends shelf. Some of it's okay, This here would be here's my steps. That's going upstairs. But here's my kiln room. Okay. So with this room, I live in a house that a Rick rancher that's over 50 years old. And back in the day, they had cold cellars. And that's basically what this is. It's this big block room in here. And is a cold cellar. So here's how I'm keeping track. You know, this is your cones and your temps. So that's always just a reference to have. And then I track my kiln while it's running, you know, from my hours ran and my temp. So I just keep track of that as I go, because it's a manual kiln. I need to know where I'm at all times. So I babysit the thing. So here's the kiln room. Well, you know, it's just block walls. And it's wood up there, but above the wood is concrete. It's all concrete up there. So if it would burn, it wouldn't burn too awful fast. I'm not scared of that, though. Here's the beast. This is an old kiln that I have. I bought it very cheap. It was probably $500 when I bought it. Has a nice little kiln sitter on it here. And then here's all those regular dowel controls. But I had to replace all these wires and stuff like that. And do a lot of work on it to make sure it ran. And it did run for a little while. But this past time, I couldn't get it up to temp. This is how I check my temp. I couldn't get it up to the final temp. So the kiln will do a bisque fire. But as you can see, it didn't fire completely. This stuff is very dull and stuff. So I had a full kiln load and it did not finish for me. And there's my little kiln sitter cone. But yeah, so this is my kiln room. So my new kiln, I'll probably put it right in here somewhere, and I'll probably move this just back in the corner a little bit more. Here's some pieces that just, you know, never made it. There's some of my cones up there, but these pieces probably won't ever make it through. I don't know. It might be nice to shoot at. I don't know. Anyhow, that's just a little table I kind of keep some of my tools and stuff like that at. That's just some packaging material. I try to repurpose a lot of the packaging material. So I like to use paper. I don't like to use styrofoam or anything when I'm packing my pottery up to ship. Here's my shelf that I have some pieces that I need to glaze. And it's not a lot of stuff, but you know, I gotta get to it. And being as I can't glaze or can't fire my glazing right now, it's kind of a problem. So, well, yeah, just some nice little stuff, you know. So we come back around here. Of course, you know, there's my nice work table. My dad made that table for me. And this is my wedging table. Made it myself. It works all right. I got my nice little TV up here. Right now I'm just showing time. But over here is where I recycle my clay. I actually have a screen on here, so when I put my clay up on here, I use like an old pillowcase and let my clay sit up here and just kind of run out and dry out a little bit more so I can go and wedge it up. And then before that, this is where I'm keeping a lot of my clay. It's just, you know, slaking down, you know, so I can get it to the right consistency so it's all nice and even. And then here, this is an old freezer, by the way. I took all the motor out of it and all that kind of stuff. But it's great to put clay in. I mean, it keeps it nice and moist a lot longer. But yeah, so that's where I keep a lot of my clay now. I got more clay coming. And then if I walk back around here, I have a nice sink down here. Really cheap. And I know it's all stainless steel, but I got it really cheap because they were tearing out a restaurant. And I got it. So it was very nice to have for sure. I was grateful to get it. So that's kind of the short of it, guys. I had to put all the lights in and stuff to make sure I could see down here. It's so dang on dark. But so that's my little basement studio. And this is really roughly it's half the size of my house. That's really how big I'm working in right now. So I hope you guys like that tour. down here. How's that? A pretty good view? All right, good. All right. So how'd you guys like that? Leah says, very impressive. And he says, yes, show us. Okay, I caught up there. You like the shade of blue? Yeah, so I have a couple different shades of blue. I have a cobalt and I have a cash money glaze. None of these glazes are mine. I do purchase my glazes. I haven't gotten into making my own glazes yet. I do want to get there one of these days when I have time. But yeah, I have a couple of nice color glazes, blue glazes. Bob says the kiln looks old, or look, you say it's old, but it looks great. Well, thank you, Bob. I mean, I did spend a lot of time trying to get it in shape, so I could use it. Thank you, Random. Appreciate the compliment. House tour, house tour. I'm not going to do a house tour. My wife probably wouldn't appreciate it. I mean, the house is beautiful inside, but I don't think she would appreciate that. I should show you my dog. Ben shows his dog off, you know. Dog comes down to the basement with him. And I have an Airedale Terrier that likes to hang out down here sometimes. Ben says, nice setup. Thank you, Ben. Best way to get stainless goodies is from rebuilt restaurants. You're right, Bob. Leah says, amazing. Thank you, Leah. Linda gives him a good thumb up. Sharon, thumbs up. Great. Adrian says, that's cool. We need a lot of tour. Yep. Just read that. Oh my gosh. We need a tour every day, Adrian says. Mandy says, your tour is fantastic. Feels very homey and efficient for your craft. That sink is a steel. You're right. It is a stainless steel. But yeah, it was a steel. I mean, that's the way to get them. Master Gaming, you need to start doing tours every day. Okay, Mr. Gaming, that's funny. Linda says, I wish my sewing room was that big. I bet you do, because you could probably do a lot bigger things if your sewing room was much larger. The kiln was me confused. Yeah. I think, Ben, that it's probably the relays are bad. It's the only thing I can think of is one or two relays is bad. I didn't take stuff out of it, you know, since I fired it, as you can see. So I wasn't able to check the elements to see that they all are firing correctly. But I think it's probably a contactor in there or something that's, you know, it's just not firing correctly or something. I don't know. It had me baffled because I went and replaced all that stuff, fixed it all up. I did several firings and it got to temp. This time it did not, and it just does not make sense to me. It wasn't that long ago that I replaced all that stuff. So, you know, if it would have been a year, maybe 2 years, you know, maybe, but no. It hasn't even been a year. So, okay. Gail says, I like the studio. It's big. Thank you, Gail. I appreciate that. It's a basement. It's a basement studio. I'd like to have a studio where I could actually bring people in and teach them how to throw, you know. I think it'd be a lot of fun to be able to do that. Mir. Adrian says he has dementia. All right. Mandy says, how are you in the world, Mir? What do you mean, Mandy? You want to know how old I am? Okay. Oh, Mandy, okay, if you don't mind me asking for it. So you want to know how old I am, right? Is that what you're asking, Mandy? Sounds like that's what you're asking. Yeah, but Ben, if I do change relays, it's going to be all three. And eventually it's not going to make it to bisque fire, so I'm going to have to change them. I mean, but right now I'm just going to keep it at bisque fire, or use it just for bisque fire. Not really Muirhead. He's a Philadelphia or Pennsylvania Mary. Okay, Adrian. Well, Ben, I have to pull my stuff out to look at that, because maybe that, that would be a telltale sign if not all of them were glowing correctly. So I do need to pull stuff out and do that. Master Gaming says, you need to start doing tours every day. What if I have dementia? If you have dementia, I feel bad for you, buddy. I will do tours when asked. I will. Because I'm sure there's going to be more people coming in and they're not going to have seen it. So you might get a chance to see it again. Linda, where are you? Why, Linda, I'm here. No, just joking. So I'm in Pennsylvania. People that aren't familiar with the area, I just say I'm close to Gettysburg. In reality, I'm probably 45 minutes away from Gettysburg. I live in a town called Abbottstown, Pennsylvania. So that's where I'm located. Mandy says, no. Which state are you in? I'm sorry, Mandy. Yep, I'm in Pennsylvania. Master Gaming, did I say you need to start doing tours every day? Let's see. Joel says, Manny, try to add me on that game. Okay, as you were just having a conversation. All right. Gail, what cone do you fire to? Okay, so Gail, I fired to a cone 6. And then, like for bisque firing, it's like 05, 04, where I fire to. It's usually roughly in between there. So yeah, there's the cones I use. All my clay I use is stoneware clay. He is in the United States, Mandy. Yes, Leah knows, right? 69 subs. Woohoo! Really? Really? I didn't update this, so it still tells me 60. Bamble says, oh, definitely then. Annoying to do, but pull everything out, start it up on high for half an hour and see what zones are working or not. NewsCut will throw in error code, which indicate, okay. All right, Ben, I'll do that. That's good to know. I mean, I will try it. I just, when I didn't get up to temp, I was just so frustrated. I shut the thing off and I went to bed, so it was 5 in the morning, and I also had screw this. And that's where it's been since. So, I'm sure you've been down that road before. You lose a load or something, or at least I didn't lose it. I mean, I can still save this one, to fire up the temp, but I'll put it in my new kiln and give her a shot. Okay, Bob says that was the logical trip the other day was to see in the dark. Yep. Western PA girl. Oh, Linda, okay. So you were in Western PA, now you're in Virginia. Okay. Yeah, West Virginia. Very cool. So you're still not that far away. think somebody asked when I was going live again. I think I might go live again tomorrow. It'll probably be towards the evening if I do, but I'll try to put up a notice because a guy that's become a good friend of mine asked me to do a live on doing those dolphins. You guys saw that, right? So Fresh Cup of Joel, if you haven't seen his YouTube, you should go and watch him. He's just starting to do pottery, and he's been logging in his days on how he's learning to do this all by himself. I mean, of course, there's some of us that are helping him out in our community, but he's showing his process, you know, along the way, which is kind of cool because I don't know that anybody's ever done that before. And he'll be able to look back on it, you know, when he's an old man and say, oh, look where I was at doing this, and look what he's doing now, you know. So, anyhow, if you haven't seen his YouTube, go check him out. Also, Ben Wolf Pottery is in the house, and you should go check him out as well. He's been doing that since he's been a child. So he does it full time. Very good potter. They're a family of potters. So check him out. So anyhow, this is a piece that Fresh Cup of Joel, which is why I got into that whole speech, was he would like me to do a live of making one of these. So that's what I'll do probably tomorrow. I need to make a couple of these. I have an order for them. And, you know, I'll do a live of it. He is hollow, by the way. He is a hollow piece. So, yep, nice drinking vessel. Mr. Gaming says bye. Okay, bye. Sorry to see you go. Hope you come back. Random just subscribed. Thank you, Random. Thank you. Now, probably the top of the bottom zones, they run hotter. Hence the difference elements. Okay, I got you, Ben. Linda says, Leah, I like it here, 52 years, right now on the High River. Cool. Linda, I bet that's beautiful. I bet that's beautiful in the High River. Yes, Master Gaming. Hope you come back. Maybe you'll have a wrench. I don't know. We'll see. Linda says, yes, dolphin. Will you come back tomorrow, Linda? Because I'll probably do this live for everybody, which would be kind of cool. I've never made one of these live for somebody. But, yeah, I like him. I did these years ago. I did a few of these years ago. They went to New York City for a person up there, and they loved them, you know. But, so anyhow, yeah. Fresh Cup of Joel says, love it. All right. Awesome. Love that. And, okay, I will allow it. Okay, Linda. Oh, man. Okay, Linda. Leah. Okay. Linda says, especially at sunset. Yes, I'll try my best to get them. All right, cool, Linda. I appreciate it. All right. Yeah, I've been up in Pennsylvania, up towards the Ohio River, it's called, and up there around fall. It's fall time. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful around there, and in the river is beautiful. Now I need to trim that bottom. Thank you, Mandy. I appreciate it. I can't wait to get it in the kiln. It hasn't made it to the kiln because it's so tall, and most of the things I've been making have been shorter than the dolphin. So in order for me to fire the dolphin, I need to make more of them or more pieces that height so as I can fill the kiln space up appropriately. Otherwise, I'm wasting energy. Okay. All right. Trying to follow the chat here, guys. Random says, no problem, Muirhead. I've seen you in Ben's and Joel's lives, but haven't had the chance to look you up. Sorry for not joining sooner. Oh, Ram, you're fine. No worries, dude. No worries. I'm glad you're here tonight, and I'm glad you subbed. I appreciate that. I think I gained quite a few subs tonight. Joel said I had 69 when he looked. Now, when I'm looking at it here, it's not telling me that. It's still telling me 60. So either Joel's pulling my leg or, or it's really true. But I don't think Joel will pull my leg. Ben Wolf says, I want to fix your kiln, but you're going to love that scut. I've never had a scut kiln before, Ben, and I think I will enjoy it. I really do. And because I have the T version of that, I'll be able to fire that kiln anytime I want and keep track with, on my phone, which would be awesome. I've never had that luxury before. Well, I want to fix my kiln too, so what I'll probably do, Ben, is I'll check it like you're saying, but I'll probably keep using it the way it is until it just, I can't get a bisque fire out of it. I think. I don't know. That's probably hurting it more if I do that. I don't know. I know it takes a lot more energy to use it that way, so it's better to make it right and be more efficient in the long run, I'm sure. Adrian says it's 16 degrees. Holy smokes, dude. That's cold. $71, Joel. Holy cow, dude. I'm not sure where they're all coming from. Are you guys bringing them in for me or what? I don't think I had that many subs at one time. Because when I started this live, I only had 60. So I gained 11 subs already? Yeah, I got the newer Bluetooth reader. I wanted to give it a shot. Hopefully it doesn't die on me. Or I'd want to go back to the touchpad. Because the touchpad is probably easy to change out if it goes bad. Yeah, that's the thing with that kind of technology is you got to worry about it. How long is it going to last? But, I mean, the reviews for the kiln were good. Everybody that's had it loves it. So, I think I'll be all right with it. Linda says, sorry, Adrian was almost 80 here today. Oh, Linda. Oh, man, 80 degrees is hot, though. At least to me it is. Joel says, vertical lives, man. People just stumble on them. You're right, Joel. I think a lot of them did stumble onto my live today. Horizontals are harder to find. Linda says, yeah, I subbed, this evening. Thank you, Linda, for subbing. I appreciate that. And don't forget to hit the bell if you want to be notified when I go live again. Also, there's a link on my YouTube channel that goes to my Facebook page. And there I show pictures of my work and that kind of stuff too. I also have a Facebook group. So if you're interested, that's already a pound. That's good enough for me. I can make a mug out of that one. walking the dog and wearing 2 coats. Oh man, Adrian, that's cold, dude. That's cold. Those little bowls are nice. I think I should make a couple more of them. I tell you, you can't get wrong with making mugs and bowls, right? I mean, those are 2 things that it seems like people really need. I like making mixing bowls too. I've made some pretty large mixing bowls. I made a set of mixing bowls already. Well, a few sets of those, but anyhow, but I've made those already, where they all stack inside each other. Ben says, yeah, I have the touch pads. Would be interesting for different ramping segments. Makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of curious how that's all going to work out, you know, setting the ramping stages in it and stuff like that. I'm definitely going to read the manual because I want to understand it completely on how to do all that. Take complete advantage of its functions as much as I can. Because it is my first scut, and everybody that I know uses scut. They love them, which is why I wanted to go the scut this time. The L&L that I have in there, that's an old kiln. It's like a J230, I think it is. I got that off of somebody on, I don't know who it was, Facebook Marketplace or something, I don't know. And when I went and looked at it, you know, they could plug it in and turn it on, and yeah, the elements got hot, but it was like, you can't really fire it up like that, you know. And so I knew that when I got it home, it was going to have to be a rework job. So I knew what I was getting into when I bought it. Yeah, I've replaced brick in it and all kinds of stuff. So, but it has served me well. It has. Oh, thank you, Leah, for putting that in there. So I go up to 200 for 5 hours and then into 6, stay there for 20 minutes. Okay. Okay. All right, so you hold for 30 minutes. Okay. All right. I don't think I actually ever stayed at cone 6 for that long. It's probably the longest I've tried it was probably 15 minutes. It'd be interesting to see what happens with my glazes. I like to see them run more. And probably if I held it longer, they probably would run some. But I've been using some of these coyote glazes, and they really don't run that much. Most of them don't, unless I get the Celadons, I think they are, whatever. Some of those run, but I do like to see my glazes run more. I think it looks cool, but all right. What is he? He's almost a pound. Okay. Gail says, I stumbled on you today. Very happy I did. I subscribed and looking forward to seeing the dolphin tomorrow. Thank you, Gail. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. And I hope you are here tomorrow. I will put it up in Facebook. I'll put it up in YouTube. What time I'm going to be on tomorrow. And hopefully you catch me. If not, you could probably watch the rerun. But I appreciate people being on the live because I love talking to y'all. Leah says, I just followed you. Thank you, Leah. I appreciate you. Okay, it's going up now. It's 20, but still freezing. Oh, man. I'm not looking forward to that weather, to be honest with you. You know, I always like to see the first snow. But after probably 2 snows, I'm probably done with it, you know? let's get the spring. Joel says, what time do you think you will do a dolphin live tomorrow? Joel, let's see. I'm trying to think of my schedule tomorrow, which I don't have a whole lot really going on. Most people eat roughly around 5 o'clock, right? So if I did it alive like at 6 or 7, of course not everybody's, I don't know. Does 7 o'clock sound good to people? Leah says, yeah, what time? We're not missing it. Okay. Too many options. Yeah, it can get that way because then it's like I was saying earlier, what if this goes bad? Now what? Now you can't use the kiln? I mean, at least with the manual kilns, you can actually make them work, and get by with them. When you start getting real fancy and something breaks, it's kind of like a car, I kind of like the older cars because you can still work on them. And these new cars, it's a lot more difficult, and you need a code reader. Maybe kilns are going to start. You have to buy a code reader to figure out what's going on with it, and when the program gets humongous for some reason. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Technology is great, I guess. I still am fascinated with the gas firing or even wood firing, I'm still fascinated with that, and I'd love to come up with you and your dad sometime when you're doing that. I think that'd be cool to see and just experience the whole thing, it'd be a lot of fun. I eventually want to build a gas kiln, not a wood kiln. Let's see. Yeah. Is it too many options? Okay. Mod Squad fist bump. Mod Squad fist bump. I like that, Leah. Oh, okay. Wood ash. I didn't think about that, Ben. That's a good idea. I didn't even didn't cross my mind. And when you mention it, I'm thinking, yeah, because I remember other potters doing the same thing. Y'all gonna leave me hanging? Gail says, if you put a gloss glaze over a matte glaze, will it run? Well, it probably will. It probably will run. I mean, they're going to have to mesh together, or try to. But it probably would run. I mean, I have some over there that, they kind of ran together. But it all depends, on the glaze, I mean, I think to say that, you have a gloss glaze and a matte, it doesn't mean they're always going to run. They may not even mesh together real well. It just depends on the glaze and how it's made and ingredients. I wish I've gotten more into making my own glazes because I could tell you probably a lot more on that. Eventually I will get to that point. It's just been easier for me right now to use commercial glazes. Okay. Adrian would follow you, Muirhead, but I have social media. I don't have social media. That's okay, Adrian. It's fine. Exactly. A BMW, no oil dipsticks. Oh, yeah, that's a perfect point, Ben. That's perfect. That's a perfect analogy. Oh man. I'm in South Central PA, Ben. I mean, so it's still not that bad of a trip to get up there. I don't remember I did look at it at one point. I think it was something, is it 5 hours? I don't know, Ben. It's something like 5 hours, I think. Linda, sorry to duck out, but I have a big day tomorrow. Hopefully catch the dolphin live tomorrow. Y'all have a good rest of the evening. Thank you, Gail. I appreciate you for coming. Please come back. Sharon, I gotta go for now. Looking forward to watching you work with the dolphin tomorrow. So happy to have found the channel. Subscribe and have a great Thank you. Thank you very much, Sharon. I appreciate you being here, and I look forward to you coming back and talking to you some more. Yeah, Ben, I would love I mean, I don't know if you saw Matthew Kelly in his wood-fired stove or wood-fired kiln, and he built that. That's a huge kiln. I mean, if you've ever watched him fire that thing, he did do lives with it, you know, firing it and stuff. It's fascinating to watch. I mean, it's a lot of work, obviously, you know, but to me, it was kind of seemed fun too, you know, because it's the old school thing, and it's just to me, it just seems fun. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird that way, but these electric kilns, they make everything so easy, and it doesn't allow you to appreciate the whole process, right? I mean, you think about it, we go and we make all these pots, and we're appreciating the fact that we've done this work and the amount of work that went into them, right? But then we stick them in an electric kiln, like an oven, and just fire it, and it feels like we don't really appreciate them after that point because we put them in an electric oven, for God's sakes. At least we put them with fire, you know, the clay would enjoy it. We would enjoy it, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird that way, but just that's what it seems like to me anyhow, you know? Okay. You're right, Ben. If you have a crew, and he does, he has a crew that comes over because he doesn't do it himself the whole time. He goes to bed at a certain point at night, and then he has somebody there that tends to it while he's sleeping, and then he gets up early. But there's always a lot of people there, you know, that's helping him out. And people that know how to fire the wood kiln. I mean, obviously, with no instruction. Potters are pyros for sure, dude. I love 4th of July. I'm sure my neighbors think I'm freaking whack sometimes, but man, I buy the big stuff, the fireworks. And I'm telling you, man, I have a blast. Gail says wood fire is fun, a lot of fun, but it takes a lot of people like a party. You're right. You're right, Gail, for sure. Bob says, no wonder I like all you pyros. Bob says, I make the big stuff. Yep, they sure do. We have a store. I have a store right close to me that sells the big stuff. They have 3-inch mortars, 4-inch mortars, dude. That stuff goes up, it cracks. I mean, and I tell you what, if you've ever set fireworks off and you're underneath them, there's nothing like that view. It's a completely different view of watching fireworks, and I love it. 12-inch mortars, Bob says. Yeah. I haven't seen anybody selling 12-inch mortars, but you might have to have a license for those. The best seat in my house. 1.5 pounds of powder to launch it. Jeez. Bob, that's kind of scary in a way. 12-inch mortar? Okay, so you do need a license for that. I was going to say, man, because that's... Holy cow. £23, 3 color change. Oh, geez. So Ben, you say you make this stuff? Or Bob, yeah, I'm sorry. Bob, you say you make this stuff? Bob, you gotta become my buddy. What would it take to sneak one of those 12 pounders into PA? I want to set one off. That would be awesome. Don't tag this one out, Mary. One of the biggest pyros of all. Oh my gosh. 2-inch fountains. Whoa. I would love to see that, Bob. I would love to see that. So is it kind of scary making them, Bob? Because you can't have any static or anything. I mean, that's some pretty volatile stuff. Lula Fowler? What are you making? I'm making a mug right now. But I made a lot of other pieces tonight already. Like bowls and pie plates. And I also made a butter bell. That's what I made first when I started tonight. It was a butter bell. You have to get out of California again? Oh, and you're a smoker? Well, that doesn't go very well, Bob. If you're making fireworks and you're a smoker... Okay, Bob's officially a pyro. For sure. He's got to be. Ben. I'm with you, Ben. Oh my gosh. Linda. Alita. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Bob, because you're probably thinking, did I wash my hands? You gotta light that before you light that cigarette up. You might want to go wash your hands. Make sure there's nothing, no residuals on your hands or on your clothes. Lula, can you make a breast cancer awareness ribbon? I'm sure I can. I haven't made one, but I'm sure I probably could. You mean to make a ribbon and like put it on a mug? I could do that. I have access to a 3D printer. I can actually make stamps too if I need to. Okay, Joel. I will see you tomorrow, Joel. I will probably put out a notice as soon as I can. It's probably going to be around 7. That's what I'm thinking, Joel. You get some sleep, bud. Thank you for joining. Pleasure having you here tonight. So you were a breast cancer survivor 3 times. Holy smokes. I would have to say Lula, you are blessed. You are blessed. Thank you, Joel. Bob says, black powder gets everywhere when you're working with it. The static is a lot more of a risky than limited amount. Okay, that's what I thought too. That static, you have to really watch it. Like you have to cuff your. Don't you have to like to ground yourself constantly when you're building that stuff? Am I saying your name right? Is it Lula? Hopefully I'm saying your name right. So Bob, you're saying no to the static? You gotta try to pay attention to what I'm doing and start throwing, huh? Bob says, but I did use flash cores a lot and use static spray. Oh, okay. So Lou, you would gladly buy one? Okay, I can make you one. Can you get a hold of me via my email? That way at least I know who you are and I can contact you back. Because I'll gladly make one for you. I mean, my gosh, 3 times? A survivor? Girl, you are blessed. That's all I gotta say, you are blessed. That's a wonderful, wonderful story that you've been saved 3 times. And I hope you never have to go through it again. Bob says, no metal, but brass and stainless. Okay. I didn't know that, Ben. That snapping your fingers would get rid of the static. Is that really true? I didn't know that. I gotta make this thinner. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm reading the chat. It's tough, isn't it, Ben? Where's my tools at? All right. I'll try it, Ben. I'll try it. I can't say that I've ever tried that. I mean, well, Bob, I bet it does take a long time to learn that stuff because there's no room for mistakes, you know? I mean, and I would certainly see why you need a license. It's just dangerous as could be. Adrian, seriously? Come on, man. I hope you're joking. Yeah, Bob, I would definitely have cans everywhere. I tell you what, that's just something I'm not sure I'd be able to do. That's gotta be scary as all get out. I mean, working with that stuff. I love setting them off. Don't get me wrong, but make them is another story. Ben. Oh man. Oh, that would be cool to see, Bob, but you're right. I bet it's scary as heck lighting them things off. Well, Adrian, be careful. Yeah, Lula, if you want to, if you subbed, I might be able to find you through your YouTube, or I have a Facebook account. You can find me on there too. But I definitely make one, but I don't know how I get it to you unless I know how to get a hold of you, you know? But I think it's a great idea. I'd make them not just for you, but for, I'd make them to sell, and then what I would do is give it back to the community then. I mean, I think that'd be great to sell them, for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I think that would be cool. Ryder says he has a bad toothache. You better go to the dentist, buddy. Random says, have a good night all. I'm glad I subscribed and look forward to seeing more. Well, thank you, Random, for subbing, and I look forward to you being on my chats again. It was a pleasure. Thank you. Here says, that's why I haven't been typing, because I'm trying to save it. Okay. That's fine, Adrian. Save the cat. Yeah, look me up on Facebook if you would. I have a group and I have a page. And if you just type me in on Facebook, you'll find me. Just look up the Muirhead Pottery and you'll find me. And then, at least that way, once I make it, I know where to send it and how to get it to you, Because I would gladly do that, because I think instead of just making you one, I'd probably make several. That's a big mug, guys. That's like huge. That would hold a lot of coffee. Or beer. If you're a beer drinker, that would hold a lot of beer. It definitely would. Thank you, Leah. Appreciate you putting that link up. Lola, if you see that link that Leah had just put up, that's directly to my Facebook account. And you can message me in through there as well. So if you do that, I'll get a hold of you. There should be a Gmail link to my email address in there. So we will find each other one way or another. That's a Johnny Depp mega pint. Yeah, it is. Leah wants to claim that one too. You like the heart one too. You remember that, right? The heart shaped piece I did. VK, greetings from Germany. We drink beer a lot. I bet you guys do. Bob, he says he's been blessed over the years. That's wonderful, Bob. See, I got the cat. It's dead. What do I do with it? Does anyone know? I don't know. I mean, bury it. I don't know. Unless it has an owner somewhere. I don't know. I don't know what to do with the cat. Bob says, my late lady was a 3-time cancer survivor. Oh, that's wonderful, Bob. And that's why when she, when Lula said about making one up, I could certainly make a mug up with, the ribbon for breast cancer awareness. I mean, that would be wonderful for people. I'd give the proceeds to the cancer, whatever that group is, for breast cancer awareness. Yes, Leah. I'm not going to forget that. I won't. And then when I put the handle on the mug, I'll show it to you. That'll be tomorrow. All right, Ben. Great to see you on here, buddy. Thank you for staying in for so long. I appreciate you. And we'll catch you tomorrow. It is a huge deal because we all got to stick together, right? I mean, everybody needs help, every once in a while, and especially somebody going through cancer, My mother is going through a bout of cancer right now. She has lymphoma cancer. So, she's fighting that right now, and it's actually looking pretty good for her. The doctor said her progress is looking very good. So she very well may beat this thing, which is, I hope she does. Okay, Leah, I will finish it. Matter of fact, maybe I should show you how I'll put the handle on tomorrow. I could probably do that tomorrow on my live. Yes, Adrian, that is sad, but I don't know what to tell you, bud. You might have to find somebody that owns it or who owned it, or I don't know. Ryder, it sounds like you need to get to a doctor. Can I make a mug for a dead cat? I don't think so, buddy. No, I feel horrible for the cat, but no, I'm not going to make a mug for a dead cat. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I know. I think it is a tough one to beat, but it didn't spread very far from what they're saying. And then the doctor said that he got it pretty well all out. She's going through chemo now. She just had her first treatment, and she's doing very well on the treatment. So, we'll see. Hopefully she makes it through all this. She's a strong woman, so I think she will. Thank you, Leah. Oh, that's a good, yeah. Thank you, Leah, for catching that one, because, yeah, we don't want to, Lula, we don't want your address getting out there, okay? So that's why Leah did that. All right? What state am I in, Lula? I'm in Pennsylvania. Oh, thank you, Leah. You heard, well, I kept reading. You got that for me. She'll make it through. She's a tough woman, Leah. She'll make it through. But thank you. I appreciate. Praying always does help. There's no doubt about it. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate you doing that, taking a picture. We wouldn't want her dress getting out. Ryder, if you want me to pray for you, I will definitely pray for you, buddy. Oh man, Leah, we didn't get to talk about any of our favorite topics tonight. We might scare people off though if we did that. I don't have my tin hat down here either. I have to bring my tin hat down here. There's always tomorrow, you're right. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. I still believe in prayer. I have a lot of faith. It's the only thing that helps sometimes is faith. Because when you have, you got, you know? That's all you got. I think I'll make another mug, but this one won't be as big as the other one. Bob, I gotta say, you are quite an interesting man. I'd love to meet you sometime. With all the stuff you talked about that you're into and stuff, I think we'd probably have a lot in common. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick, guys. You wanna hang tight and chit chat? I'll be right back. My mouth is getting dry from talking. And I should have brought a drink with me. right, I'm coming. I'm trying to take too long. I had the dog out. All right, I'm back. How many of you did I lose? Okay. Yeah, I think so too, Leah. I mean, it seems like he and I do have a lot in common. You haven't been a quiet life. Well, not many of us have, you know? I was talking about, oh, okay. Adrian being known as the one who can fix anything and then who can't fix someone's life, of course it's hard. Yep, I agree, Bob. I agree with that. Yeah, we all have dark humor every now and then, right? I think it's a nice shape. I think I'll keep that one. Make that into a mug tomorrow. All right. Well, I've been on here for 3 hours? Holy smokes. I think this is the longest stream I've ever done. I think it is. I usually do a stream on New Year's. Over New Year's Eve, I usually do a show. You know, going through New Year's. Because I don't really do anything. I mean, I'm an older guy now, so, you know. But, yeah, I think I did that last year. I did a stream right through New Year's Eve. Muirhead, can I ask you, was I trolling? Let me be honest. I don't know if you're trolling or not, Adrian. I don't know. I don't think so, but, you know, I don't think so. Leah says she thinks you're always trolling. You could be trolling. It's okay. At least you're here, right? I guess, you know? If you are trolling. Don't take it personally. Adrian, don't take it personally. We're all having just for some fun, that's all. Your bricks have to be cooked by now? Dang. Yeah, it definitely looked good with the handle on it. For the trolling thing, I don't know. I think it's just, you know, I never worried about it if people were like, you know, so-called trolling me. You know, as long as they're nice in the chat and all that, it doesn't bother me. I mean, Adrian, you didn't get blocked at all tonight, right? So, You should be fine. He says, well, in this context, I mean, like pulling out already legs, like if all the craziness happens, where's the line? Oh my gosh. Oh, Leo, you're funny. Oh my. I'm glad you're here tonight. I am. Adrian, you're not on anybody's hit list or hate list. Nobody hates you. You're fine, bud. No worries. Oh, I hate all that auto spelling, whatever it is, or auto correction, whatever it is. I hate that. Yeah, I read it. I was like, out your legs? I was like, okay. That's when I started talking softly. Yeah, Leo. Uh, DOP is asking, how old are you? How old am I? Old enough to know better. And young enough to still have fun. Oh, Lee, that's funny. What do they have in the military? Don't ask, don't tell. Oh, let's not go down that road. I think you are, Leah. You are a silly troll. You're the best silly troll, though. I usually give a warning unless someone just blatantly is cussing people or something. You're right. And I appreciate it. If you see something like that, you got to take them out. I don't like to have swearing on my YouTube. I mean, let's face it, we all do it occasionally, but you know, I don't want to have some kid sometime watch this and then learn a bad habit out of me. You know, I don't want to have that happen. I like to have fun too. Adrian, I don't want to be CA booted to the corner ever. Well, I don't think you have been. At least not yet, right? That's what I like, Leah. I like the kiddos to be able to watch it because I have grandchildren, and I like them to be able to watch it too. And I don't want to have swearing, and certainly in the chats, I don't want to have them read the chat and see something that's not appropriate, you know. So I like to keep my chats that way, in my videos that way. And it's really because I think about my grandchildren, you know, and I don't want them to see that kind of stuff or hear that kind of stuff. Bob says, speak your mind. I would rather hear your thoughts than have a bad feeling lurking. I agree. Well, looks like I'm making a bunch of different size mugs here. That first one was just freaking huge, which Leah said she wants that one. Well, Bob, I don't think you talk a different language, but I wouldn't care if you did, you know? Everyone's welcome here. Looks like I have 40 people watching right now. Well, it did. They just jumped off. There's 31. I think that's a pretty good shape. Maybe I'll change the shape of this one a little bit. There, we'll give it that shape. I think I ought to bring the top in just a little bit. There we go. I like that shape better. That looks cool. Just different. All right. Well, I can tell you, it's been a pleasure having you all here tonight. It really has. And I really would like to meet you sometime, Bob, because I tell you what, I think we would have a lot in common. You sound like a pretty interesting person. Did I cut this one already? Let's see, maybe I should make a big platter, or like a, I don't know. What kind of, you know, I never made a chip and dip plate. I've never done that yet. I probably could make one of those tonight. These are pretty nice mugs. I can't wait to get handles on them. Oh, now my dog's barking again. She wants in. And I'm pretty sure my wife is sleeping. Let's see. How much clay do I have? I guess we could get more. There's 4 pounds. I could try that and try to make a chip and dip plate or something. Something big. All right. I'm going to have to let her in, guys. And then I'll come back and throw this big piece. I don't have a Bert guy I can put on here. I don't know where is Ernie? I always see Bert, but I never see Ernie. Yeah, I gotta let her in. She's our little Welsh Terrier. We have a little Welsh Terrier and we have a big Airedale Terrier. I'll be right back. Just give me a minute. I'm back. Let the little one in, and the big one wants to go out. All right. All right. Moments. Okay. Let's go here. I agree, Bob. Age is a great thing. Stuff don't bother you as much when you get older. These comments don't, right? Gotta get me an action figure, huh? and you'll name him Ernie. Yeah. Hey guys, looks like I have 60 people in here. That's wonderful. Guys, if you're in this room and you found me, please subscribe to my channel. If you like what you're seeing, hit the bell and it'll notify you when I go live. I will be back on tomorrow, roughly around 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Where is my needle tool? There it is. I have an air bubble right there. There we go. I think I got it. Oh yeah, you're right, Leah. I should. Thank you guys for reminding me. See, I love having you here. So, I'm going to make dolphin glasses tomorrow around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm going to show you right now exactly what I'm talking about. You're going to love them. Right here. I'm going to make these tomorrow live around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a wine glass that's a dolphin. I'm going to go through the process of me making these. I have a couple to make. So I'm going to, if you want to see this, come and visit me tomorrow. Same place, same channel, same pottery time. Yeah, 7 o'clock. It's pretty cool, pretty neat little thing. This is only the third one I've ever made, but they are cool, very cool. Thank you, Leah and Bob, for saying something to me, reminded me. Thank you. Thank you for your comments. Adrian says, I want one. Okay, I don't want to butcher your name, but Matab says beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for your comment. Just for Fun says, wow, amazing. I tell you what, come back here tomorrow. You can watch me make them. It's even better to watch them being made. It's a pretty cool process, actually. Thank you, Leah. I appreciate you. I really do. Matab, okay, Matab, great. I didn't want to ruin it. S-Bark, I don't understand what you're saying. I can't read that. I only understand English, I'm sorry. That's right, I'm making a chip and dip. So Bob, remember you're telling me how my wheel was going fast? This is where I make it fast because I need to get this clay out to the outer edge. And the easiest way to do that is to let her rock and roll. It is a fast wheel. This is a Speedball wheel. Speedball makes it. And I gotta say, I really like it. My top says, what else did you make? Show me. Well, I can show you just a minute. I will show you as soon as I'm done throwing this. If you stick around, I can show you. I think she does, Leah. I think she does. Centrifugal force. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. It helps the clay move out to the edge. It's exactly what I do it for. And I got this in a little bit wobbly. But you know how I fixed that? Stop the rotation. It don't wobble no more. Just for Fun says, I too like this process, but I don't have the money to buy this machine. So I convert my wheat grinder into a port making, oh. That would be interesting if you could do that. I've never seen anybody do that before, but if you could make one that way, hey, more power to you. Spark says, great, you're doing a beautiful job. Thank you for your comment. I can read that one. Thank you. And if everybody likes watching what I'm doing here, you can subscribe. If you hit the bell, you get notified when I go live or anything new that drops in there, like a new video or whatever. You will get notified if you hit the bell. Otherwise, just subscribe, and I have other videos on there. They're probably fun to watch. You're right, Bob. That's all you need. And that's basically what I have here is a foot controller, just like a sewing machine. Just for Fun says, hi, I am from India. Now your time is 9 a.m. What about you? So your time is 9 a.m. My time here, I'm on the east coast of the United States. My time is 11:33. But hello from India. Glad to see you're here. Yes, Leah, and Tennessee is a great state. I love Tennessee. I've never been there. Saw pictures though. And I would love to visit sometime. What happened, Leah? You gonna retire soon? All right. Leah, I thank you for stopping in and staying. I really appreciate you being here. I would love that. I would love to. My son's been to Tennessee. He loved it. Just soon. Well, Leah, I appreciate you coming into the chat room tonight, spending some time with us all. It's been a pleasure having you here. And hope to see you tomorrow, which you probably will. Matab says, I am from Iran. I subscribe to your channel. Thank you. Thank you very much for subscribing. This front says, I'm happy to chat with you. I too like making wooden toys like this and like this. Okay. You make wooden toys? Good. So just for fun, do you make wooden toys? Do you have a YouTube page that you show yourself making these toys? That would be neat to see. Maybe you could start one if you don't have one. Thank you, Leo. I appreciate you. Yes, Leah, you have a good evening. I hope you sleep well. Make them legs feel better. Get some rest. Oh. Thank you, Leah. I really appreciate that you love my voice. Leah is probably one of my best moderators I have on this channel. Probably, well, I'm sure she is, because she stuck around all night with me and helped me out a lot. You like the chip and dip bowl? Guess what, Leah? This is the first one I ever made. I've never made one of these because I thought they were so impractical. But, because where are you going to store it? You know, you don't want to break off the bowl. But, yeah, first one I made. Not bad, right? Pretty cool. I can't believe all the people that are watching right now. That's awesome. I love all you. Thank you for stopping in and seeing me. And I hope every one of you have subscribed to me so you get to see more of me in the future. There you go. Chip and dip bowl. The first one I've made. And it turned out pretty good, if I do say so myself. My wife's probably going to like that one. Yes, Leah, that is the truth. I do not lie. You're like the best mod I've had. That's a cool chip and dip bowl. Thank you, Adrian. I appreciate you. I feel like the verticals can gather a lot of steam rather than people start doom scrolling. Lots of people keep streaming, get lots of views. Thank you. I appreciate that, Lee. And I think you're right. I absolutely think you're right. I think that's what's happening. And hey, look, I'm getting dirty like Ben does. But yeah, thank you, Gail. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I love all the comments. And I love having people here to talk to while I'm making stuff. Thank you, Matab. Again, I hope I'm saying that correctly because I don't speak that language very well, but I don't want to insult you. Such as some others, most other people are staying. You're right. You're right, Leah. They are staying because it doesn't really go up and down that far. So maybe I do have great content, Leah. Because I got to tell you, I'm a bit of an introvert. I don't really talk to a lot of people all the time. And I'm usually down here in my basement just doing this all the time by myself and nobody to talk to. So this is quite different for me. And I'm starting to like it, having people to talk to and just making stuff. I mean, it's fun. Fun for everybody, really, right? So I think I'm going to do one more piece and then I'm probably done for the night. Because then I would have thrown 25 pounds tonight, which is not too bad. I mean, I could have got a lot more done, but shoot, I had a fun time doing this. You deserve all the views. I'm going to do some research on websites and selling platforms for use. So, thank you, Leah. I appreciate you. I really do, very much. Hey, Bob. Bob, it's wonderful having you here. I enjoy talking to you, and like I said, I'd love to meet you someday. And I hope your dogs like listening to my voice. No more. I'm in to win it. All right, Leah. I love it. Adrian, if and when I become a mod, I will make you feel like you never go back. I like Leah. Make everyone happy and promise to sing. Okay, Adrian. Bob, I'm glad you had a ball. Oh, Ben's back. Oh my gosh. You suggested Spotify, yeah. Or Shopify. It has. Oh. Yeah, because I sold something on Etsy already, and it went quick. I mean, but they take so much out. That was just like one piece, but, but I haven't really looked at Shopify yet. I think as far as my experience went on Etsy is it's sold quickly. I think they get the people there. But I just didn't care for the amount of money they take from you. Okay. I'm just going to call you Marco because I don't want to chop up your name. I'm going to call you Marco. It says, hello, I'm fascinated by the art of pottery. The way you take the blob of earth and make it into something that people can use and enjoy. This is just awesome. Thank you for sharing and what you do. Well, thank you, Marco. Appreciate you being here. And I hope you subscribed so you can come back and watch me again. Oh, okay. Well, Ben, I can do that, right? I mean, that's not probably that difficult to do. There's no commissions. Man, that's awesome. And you got to expect it's always going to be credit card fees. I mean, that's a given. I appreciate everybody being here tonight. I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm flattered that there were so many people here tonight. I mean, I've had up to 60, 70 people here tonight already at one time. which surprised the heck out of me. Oh, Bob, it's definitely late. If we have everybody from other countries stopping in here now, it's Iran, India. We have India in here represented. We have Iran in here represented. I think so too, Leah. I believe so. Gives you a template based on website builder. It's really easy. Used to do it my own code back in the early 2000s, so it's a step up from the short. Okay, well, I'll check that out, Ben. I really will. I appreciate the heads up on that. Because I gotta tell you, I'm gonna start racking up pieces here, and I gotta put them somewhere. I gotta start selling this stuff. I gotta make some money. I mean, I already paid my kiln off, but I mean, what if I want another wheel, right? Hey, get another wheel. I'd like to get a slab roller. Plug mill would be wonderful. So yeah, I got things I'd like to have, so I gotta sell this stuff. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, thank you, Ben. I'm glad you didn't go to bed yet. Appreciate you stopping back in. This was my last piece. You know how Chad says, final mug now. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate your heads up. I'll tell you what, I'm grateful for everybody that stopped in tonight. Very surprised, but I'm happy. I was telling Leah that this is kind of tough for me to do because I'm a bit of an introvert. In other words, I don't go out there and just talk to anybody, So for me, this is kind of different. I'm getting used to it. Marco says, how long have you been doing this? I've been doing this since 2004. It's not a full-time gig for me, but it kind of is. I don't know. I have a regular job, but this is what I do after my regular job. Ben says, there's also Squarespace and others, but Shopify works best for me. Okay. Marco says, you are very talented. Thank you, Marco. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate you. And thank you, Ben. Because I think Ben brought a lot of people into my channel. Thank you, Leah. Yes, tomorrow. What they used to say, Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, so we are going to, well, I am going to make for you I'm going to show you how I make them. Dolphin glasses. I will show them again since I might have some newer people in here. I don't know, but I will show it again. I got to be careful with this thing because it's just dried clay. So anyhow, there is what I'm going to make for you guys tomorrow. I have a couple of these to make, and I'll show you how I do it. Okay? It's a wine glass. Dolphin is hollow. So if you stop in tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you will get to see me make these. Cool, right? It will be quite the process, but it'll probably be fun to watch. Thank you, Leah. I appreciate you putting that up for me. Thank you, Matab. Thank you very much. I hope I did, Ben. I really do. I would love to sometime get, monetized like you guys. I'm sure I will if I keep at it, I just haven't been regular with it. Leo. Yeah, I hope so, Ben. I hope it's, 3 or 4,000 get this. I really do. Marco says, I'll have to show you my daughter. She loves dolphins. She's telling me collecting them. Okay. Yeah, if she loves dolphins, man, she'll love it. Tell her to tune in tomorrow if you can. He's been over 3 years. Yeah, Leah. I mean, that's right. I mean, I've had this channel for quite a while, and I've just never really put the time in it, At looking back on it, if I probably would have put the time in on it way back then, I mean, crap, I could have had quite a few thousand people by now. I mean, if this is the way it would have went, I mean, I'm pretty amazed, actually. 78, 1 point, yeah. Can look if I hit the analytics in the studio. Oh, okay. I'll have to look at those. Well, I appreciate you, Leah. And Leah, you've been a great help tonight. I mean, you've been such a big help for me tonight. For sure. Putting links out. I mean, my gosh. Oh, wow, Ben. That is crazy. That is awesome. Anybody else that's watching on here, you see Ben in the chat right now, Ben Wolf Pottery, you got to go see him because he does this kind of stuff quite a bit, and he does it for a living. And you got to go watch him. If you like watching me, you got to go watch him. Great potter. Another one to check out is Ugg Chugs. He makes a lot of face mugs and stuff. Got to check him out on YouTube. Cup of Joel, he's another potter that's starting, and you're getting to see his process of going through and learning pottery. Very, very nice guy to watch. So, I mean, we have a great group of potters on this channel, and a great group of friendly people on this channel. So, if you like my channel, please subscribe. And I think if you like my channel, you're going to love these other people's channels. So, Ben Wolf Pottery, Ugg Chugs, and Cup of Joel. I can't forget Swan City Ceramics. That's another one. My gosh, I can't believe I forgot them. They're another one to check out. All good potteries, pottery people. So please check them out if you like my channel. Let's see. Leah is a wonderful, you're right, dude. She is a wonderful mod. The best one I think I could have, I know she helps out everybody, so. Yes, Bob, we do, don't we? I love watching everybody, too. I really do. Thank you, Marco. I appreciate you tuning in. And if your daughter likes them, see if you can't tune in tomorrow. But I'll catch you guys later. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm about done for the night. You gotta have to get used to talking so much to yourself. Yeah, I know. I tell you, it's tough for me. I get tongue tied or get my words twisted sometimes, and I tell you what, I'm not used to this, but if it's going to help me out, I mean, why not, right? I mean, it's just different for me. It's like I was saying before, I'm usually down here in my basement by myself, listening to music or watching a podcast or something. So, having to read chat and talk to people, we went through this, but yeah, it's good. It's really different. Yeah. Tell 'em, Ben. Well, I appreciate you guys giving me the thumbs up. I mean, tried like crazy. Gail says, thank you. I enjoy watching, and I will be back tomorrow. Thank you, Gail. I appreciate you. I really do, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Thank you, Leah. Thank you. You're gonna make me turn red. I really appreciate you, Leah. Bob says, remember, thank you. The teacher thinks, oh, good night. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate you being here, bud. You're right, Ben. It's exactly what it's like. We're looking at this little tiny, phone screen, and but it's just different. I just gotta keep doing it so I get more used to it. I think that's where I'm at, But it was fun tonight. I mean, everybody watching. I mean, I had a lot of fun. I mean, I only got through. It's pretty sad. I only got through 25 pounds of clay. But yeah, it is what it is, right? I mean, had fun. I didn't make any of the same thing really, but I think everybody liked seeing the different stuff, and so it was kind of fun. And I think they like seeing the studio. I mean, the basement studio, but it's a studio, right? So I'm glad you did, Leah. I really are. I'm glad you had a great time. And thank you, Gail. Yeah, I know. I was struggling through my freaking kiln. It was giving me problems, and I was so angry at that thing because I worked so hard on it, and I thought I had it finally a decent kiln to use, and then it went and crashed on me like that. I wasn't too happy, and I guess to get online and start talking to people while you're throwing when you're not the happiest person in the world at the time, it's difficult. That's probably why. That's the best reason I could give you right now. Oh my. All right, Ben. Thank you very much, buddy. And again, thank you for all your help, and thank you for coming in tonight. I appreciate you being here. You're right. That's 3 hours. Wow. Oh man. All right, guys. All right. Well, listen, it is almost 12 o'clock now. So I love all you guys. Thank you for being here, and thank you for staying tuned. I mean, almost everybody was here the whole time in 3 hours, so it was great. And if you guys are just coming into the show, then you can actually just rewind and probably go back and watch. But we had a great time, made a lot of stuff, and I think we all had a great time talking on the chat. So thank you to everybody. Okay, and Leah, special thank you to you. My heart goes out to you because you've helped me so much, and I greatly appreciate it. You help a lot of other potters too on here on the channel, and I know we all appreciate you very much. And so thank you very much. And Bob, thank you for dropping in and staying, and Adrian, thank you again. Sabrina, oh look, good night everyone. I didn't know you was in here. I didn't even know you were here. But thank you for coming and staying and watching. I will be here again tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So join me then, guys. Okay? Love you all. Thanks for stopping in. We'll catch you tomorrow night. Peace. And now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna stop the leak. Okay. Yep. Good night, everybody. Good night.